inside is dying, but I go. Tell me why I don't feel like I felt before. Everything in flux and I can't see no wrong. Darkness everywhere that I keep walking through. Got another blood so I can see. Tell me why I don't feel like I felt before. Everything in flux and I can't see no more light. Darkness everywhere that I keep walking through. Got another blood so I can see the truth. One last time you will find. If you wanna be the one to stay around, you gotta bring the light and break it down.
Break it down, no I steady, break it down. Fill up, blunt up with the loud. Put your ass up in the cloud. Put you in the clouds. Grab another dab and then I put it in the rig and then I get so high. Trying to forget all the love and passion it really had me blind. Change the name of the game, so I shouldn't be surprised that you changed too. Not surprised. The universe in flux, so I.
Honey.
You can tell it to the cops, I'll back you up.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Stoned Chakra, and I'm back with another episode of Getting High with Stoned Chakra. This is going to be the late night edition. On the late night. On this wonderful Sunday. Yeah, it's all, bruh. Anytime Getting High with Stone Chakra Live is on, it's 420. That's the attitude that I'm taking with it. You know, because people that tune in at the 420 time, you know, not all of them are in the Eastern time zone. You know what I'm saying? What about the motherfuckers in London? They like to get high too. What about the motherfuckers in California? I mean, real deal Holyfield weed smokers. Their 420 isn't until goddamn 720 here. You know what I mean? Wild. Crazy. Either way. In all actuality, I think I'm leaning towards like doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now keep in mind, I didn't do Friday because I had a show. Oh, what? I've been telling you motherfuckers. I said that Friday, April 30th, Odd Bodies, Dayton, Ohio. It was going down, and it went down. It was a wonderful show. I had a good time. I'm sure there's some video of it, but I didn't get it. And I didn't have enough forethought to have somebody with me that cared enough to fucking get video. But it's all good, because it was a good time. But, yes, that was the reason that I wasn't on here Friday. Now, what I'm leaning towards is doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday as, you know, the standard 420 countdown version of Getting High with Stone Chakra Live. And then have Sunday be, you know, just late night. Just the late night wind down. Without wine, you know. And I like the idea of it. I like the shape of it. I like the shape of the idea. Especially since it's nice to get my thoughts out of my head sometimes. Even if I don't know they're there. And even if nobody's watching. Which is another thing that I had to, you know, learn to get over and be cool with. Not that I've, you know, really been uncomfortable speaking, because I know how to talk. But, you know, it gets to the point where sometimes I don't see the point. But this is always a nice exercise of speaking regardless of whether you have a point to make. You know? Filler. Oh, and shout out to Spotify's Release Radar playlist for like putting 2 of my songs on there. Like, I'm pretty sure Release Radar is not even like an actual playlist, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's just like specifically curated for people that already listen to you. So it's like if somebody like already has listened to you in the past or is like a follower or whatever, it'll make a Release Radar, and if you released something recently, it'll put it on there, I think, you know what I mean? So, you know, I don't really understand if it was anything significant, but somebody reached out to me and said that they heard Other Side because of it. So, shout out to Spotify. And Randy, I'm smoking on tonight the dab that I just did. Let's bring it up on Smoke Cam. We got ourselves some Tropicana cookies crumble. Quite tasty. Quite tasty. I'm smoking on this specifically
You can tell it to the cops, I'll back you up.
because I put myself on my ass today by going ham on the diamond sauce, the ice cream cake, and I wasn't trying to make that mistake again because one, I wanted to have like a smooth and coherent stream, and I possibly want to game later, and putting myself on my ass would make that less of a possibility. Yeah, I know, right? Gaming. Like, when's the last time Stoned Chakra's done that? It's been a minute. Well, that's a lie. It's been a minute since I've streamed it, because I recently started playing video games again. Now that the show has been done, like, I was practicing for that show, and then before that, I was doing all the stuff to release the album, and before that, I was doing all the stuff to master it, and before that, I was doing all the stuff to mix it. So, I would say, like, from probably the beginning of February all the way up till now, I've been basically on a flux kind of tunnel vision. So it's nice to have like that completed. So, oh shit. Oh, it's just my phone. Don't worry about it. You typically stick to flower. Oh, see, that's the beauty of it. Because on this stream, I actually think I'm gonna smoke like Mary Jane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, you were here smoking pot with me. You can tell it to the cops, I'll back you up.
I don't have a name for it because I wasn't given one and I didn't ask one. I saw it, it looked good, it smelled good, it tastes good, so I was on it. Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah. And Super Chat, I'm pretty sure Super Chat
You can tell it to the cops, I'll back you
is
up.
something exclusive for motherfuckers that like actually are monetizable. Hold on, I'll double check real quick. Oh yeah, here we go. Boom. Super Chat and Super Stickers provide another way to monetize. And then the estimated time to complete, the eligibility though, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, you have to be a member of the YouTube Partner Program, and you have to be in an eligible country. So, I'm not there yet. But if you want to party hardy, you could just go to stonedchakra.com. There's a donate button. I think there's a CashApp link in the description of the video. There's also, I mean, I wouldn't want to just like, I mean, I'm down to take people's money. Like, I like money, But if you want some merch, there's also merch on stonedchakra.com as well. And then I think there's also streamlabs.com/stonedchakra. I think if you do it that way, it actually shows up on the stream. But I'm not super chat level yet. We're gonna get there though. Oh shit, yeah, light another blunt so I can motherfucking see. Let's see. There we go. See, because I have this tray of weed that's just been broken up for a while. And then I got a oh yeah, that's super purple.
Chakra open, honey.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that one unmuted because having Joe Jack say that shit every time I go back to the live screen is fucking priceless. There we go. These are my preferred Relo. It's like, I think what it does is it takes like all the things that I liked about Swishers and then got rid of the things that I didn't like. Like the thickness of Swishers it's just way too much paper. So these are like nice and thin, but they still have a nice structure. And they're not like too tobacco-y. I know that's kind of like, well, if you don't want tobacco while you're smoking a blunt, because there's just something about it. Just it's almost like ritualistic at this point. The breaking down of the weed, splitting the Relo, you know what I mean? And then there's these strips that they use to put these things together, and they seal them with glue. And what you do is you find the seam. Hold on. You can like feel, like if you roll it in between your fingers, you can get to this right here, and you can see the seam. And then I split it along that seam, and then that way I can just rip the strip off the edge. Because it's like we're already
Chakra open, honey.
We're already like smoking, which is not, the best. Least we can do is like not smoke to glue. It's not a tutorial, it's just me explaining what I do. I'm not like doing a whole step-by-step guide. I just did that specific thing because I'm talking about the ritualistic, nature of smoking a blunt at this point. Like, it's not that I need to smoke it to get high. Currently at this point, it's not even my preferred method to get high. But there's just something something that's not very tangible. It's very ethereal about smoking a blunt, especially when you're smoking in a session with like a group. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like, peace pipe type shit, like that type of feeling. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that THCV. I'm not hip to that. Yeah, that's part of it, but at the same time, Like, just me, like, right now breaking down this weed, it, like, brings a sense of calm. It's almost, like, meditative. Like, the actual process itself of breaking something down and then breaking another thing down and then creating something new out of those two things. Oh, is that what THCV is? Okay, so I have heard of it then. Yeah, I got a Delta 8 cart right now. I'm not very fond of it. Like, I'll be honest. I smoked some Delta 8 weed and it didn't taste good, so like, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if people like it, I'm happy that they like it. I'm not gonna shit on them for liking it. Like, maybe I'll come across a Delta 8 strain that is, you know, nice and tasty that I like, that gives me a nice little buzzy buzz, and I'll change my tune. Oh, but one thing that I'm very proud of, unnecessarily because it was so easy to do, is this fucking ticker. And not just the fact that it's a ticker, but it's, you know what I mean? It fits so much. Like, come on now. The chakras right there. Like, that's so on brand. It's so on brand. And I'm rolling a blunt. It's so on brand. It's so Stoned Chakra. Hold on, let me, you know what I mean? What's my, you know what I mean?
I just felt my chakra open, honey.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I saw a whole bunch of shit at the smoke shop, but I wasn't paying close enough attention to see if they had any Delta 8 edibles. Like, I saw, like, the flower and shit, and, like, the carts. So you're saying that the edibles for this Delta 8 shit is where it's at, huh? Oh man, I'm gonna have to go, like, get my hair taken care of. Like, I've never done it. It's been growing since, what, 2015, 2016? And I haven't, like, gone to a person to do anything to it. And I think it's time at this point. Like, I want it to... I want the lock person to do their thing and tighten it up and, you know, make it look as clean as it can with what they do. And then after that, then I can go and get lined up. Because right now, when I go and get lined up, they're like making this, like, large spot in my shit, and I can't have it. So now I think I finally, like, waited long enough for, like, this shit to grow out that they can actually, like, do something with it and, like, connect it and weave it into the rest, you know what I mean? And then I can go get cleaned up, and then I can be fresh to death instead of looking like Grizzly Adams. Alright, so the Delta 8 edibles is where it's at, in the streets, in the hood. I have to check those out. Hopefully they got something like something savory, like some infused cheese. I've been trying to eat, like, a lot less sugar. I've been doing a very good job. Very good job. What did I have today? Did I have anything sweet today? I had a kombucha tea. I mean, that's, you know. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I had anything sweet today. Hooray for Stoned Chakra. You don't realize how much of a fucking accomplishment that is for me. Like, if you guys been watching this stream, you've seen me down multiple bags of gummy bears. Multiple bags. I'm pretty sure I've eaten an entire cronut on this fucking podcast. Oh shit. Wait, hold on. 10 a G. I mean, I'm not surprised at that price. And yes, I've always had a sweet tooth. The tooth of the sweets. And I've been trying to, well, not been trying, I've actually been doing, surprisingly. What have I substituted it with? I've been eating these Parmesan crisp snacks. So that's taken over a lot of the crunch. And then I've been having like kombucha tea in the morning, which helps a lot, especially with the hunger. What did I have today? Oh, and then I had fucking tofu, broccoli, and rice. Leftover Jade Kitchen, actually. I had that leftover Jade Kitchen because after I took my mom to the hospital yesterday, she was cleared. Like, they gave her a whole bunch of fucking medicines and shit. Her blood pressure was super high. Fucking iron was super low. But they hooked her up with the medicine. But after we left the hospital, the first stop was that Jade Kitchen. And I got my General Tso's tofu with the rice and the broccolis and the vegetable egg rolls. I swear, oh man. And the crazy part was, I usually don't like Jade Kitchen the next day. I usually don't, but today that shit was slapping. Like, even though it wasn't like crunchy like it was yesterday, it was still slapping. Still slapping so hard. Where's my fucking lighter? See, that's another thing. Because I don't smoke as much, like, I never have oh, there it is. Yeah, she needs to do a lot of things. She needs to stop smoking. She needs to get up and walk around. She needs to see the fucking sun sometimes. Like, there's a lot of things she needs to do, but how are you gonna force a grown person to do anything that they don't want to do? Like, anyways, back to the matter at hand. Getting High with Stoned Chakra, live. This is a live broadcast, you know what I mean? A titty could fly out at any time, and there'd be no oh wait, there is like a 20-second delay. Either way, the broadcast wouldn't be stopped. There'd just be a titty out. Have you naked by the end of this song? Delicious. Not quite nutritious, but delicious nonetheless. But the thing that I don't like right now is, I mean, to be fair, the album just dropped. But since November, why was I going to say November? Since April 20th, on this stream, I've been playing nothing but the album, Flux. Just, that's the whole thing that's on the stream. Skits and all.
I'm tired of pretending like I'm not bitching a total freaking rock star from Mars, and
but I still haven't gotten like a copyright claim
I don't expect them to. You can't process
on my behalf for my music. I'm a little disappointed, honestly, to be honest. Like, they've been copyright striking me for my own music the entire time, and now I've gotten to the point where I want it to happen, and now it's not happening. Like, you dirty motherfuckers. But Stoned Chakra dudes. Someone recently reached out to me asking if I'd be interested in providing music for esport events. And I was like, hell yeah, I would. So now keep in mind, I'm a man of means, and by a man of means, I mean to say that I have my fucking all the stuff that I need to make music. that's about it. Like, I don't have, well, I have a car, but other than that, I'm not rolling in the ducats. But I've got everything that I need to create music, and they don't want lyrics. Like, they just want instrumentals. So 2, this gives me a perfect opportunity to, 1, take songs that I've already had written, flesh them out completely, and then have them be used that way, and also make new stuff and brush up and bone up on my skills in Logic Pro. It's just a win all around. Like, I already like was fucking around with this one bass line. And the fact that, like, I've got a whole bunch of these just in my dome, just a bunch of simple but awesome, just catchy bass lines that I can lay down and then build out from there. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't expecting any sort of like crazy news, but honestly, it really just set the day off on a good note, because this was like something that happened like early. It was like 8 a.m. But it just set off the day on a good tone. And now I have to put my money where my mouth is and actually flesh some stuff out. I got the email for the guy, and I could, in all actuality, send him like 2 to 3 instrumentals from Flux, but those would be from a producer named Mr. Scissors. Check out Mr. Scissors. I don't even know if he's even like active on social media right now at this point. He should be, but those are his tracks. Yes, he gave them to me, but he made those. So if I gave them those tracks, it would be like a false representation, because if I gave them those, they would be expecting more like those when I didn't make those. So I'm gonna wait. Like, I'm gonna really buckle down and I'm gonna bang out some tracks. I'm gonna bang out some instrumental tracks, 2 to 3 minute tracks, and then send them off. And hopefully that leads to something pretty dope. So yeah, that's some Stoned Chakra news. Also, if anyone knows of any places that don't need any sort of proof of income, that would be great. Cause like I'm just like, you know, like where's the landlord that's just ready to go? Like, yo, can I just like give you 6 months up front? Can we just roll like that? Like, don't you just want a big wad of money in your pocket for me to live? Like, what's wrong with that? I'm not doing anything wild. I'm not gonna fucking grow any weed in your house. Hey, I didn't say anything about not using my voice as an instrument. I didn't say anything of that at all. I just said no lyrics, no spoken word. Either way. And like I've got the basses, acoustic and electric, to fuck with. I got the Rolly blocks, MIDI controllers that can be as many instruments as I see fit. And then I've got my voice. So yeah, I got plenty of shit to work with. Especially on the what do you call that shit? Bass guitar. Yeah, that thing.
And this one,
hold on.
Possessing some uncommon.
Oh, this thing right here. I gotta clip my nails. I've already seen that full on YouTube. What the fuck do I need to see that shit again for? Doesn't matter. Either way, I'm gonna come up with some hotness for these esports people. And the best part is, it's gonna be like, for some reason, it's gonna be less pressure because it's gonna be like by Stoned Chakra, but it's not gonna be like a Stoned Chakra track, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's almost like the difference between Mike Shinoda doing Linkin Park stuff and then him composing for a film or a TV show. It's that different, I think. That's the way that I'm gonna look at it. Telling me to look up. And motherfucker, I've seen it. I've seen it plenty of times. Singing about Lisa or whatever the fuck ever with his Jerry curl and shit. Let me go ahead and open my door. Man, that's some good shit. But yeah. What do I have anything else Stone Chakra related news wise? I don't think news wise. I think news wise that's about it. Other news though, I'm gonna put this out for the little just smoking. That way. Nice little graveyard I got going on right now. Oh, that was nice though. It's been a while since I smoked one of them. Alright, when's the last time I smoked a blunt? Well, at least it's been a while since I rolled one. It's been a while. It's been a while. Now, when it comes to music, at least when it comes to making stuff in Logic, which is something I've never done, I'm gonna have to attack it. I'm gonna have to attack it with some ferocity. Some veracity. Like, before I even fuck around and like sit down to create anything, because I was just playing around this morning. Like, once I got the messages, I just started playing around with some shit this morning. But in order to attack this the way that I want to, I'm gonna have to feel comfortable in that DAW. So I'm gonna have to go to YouTube school. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube school hard and fast. And put in them hours just looking and watching, because unfortunately, after over 5 years using Studio One, not being able to use like the blocks to their full capability, it kind of defeats their purpose. Because if they're gonna, essentially the way that they're being used in Studio One, I could just use the keyboard that I have to do those things. I don't need the blocks. Like, the reason that I got the blocks was, one, for the sound set that comes with them, because they have some fucking crazy sounds. And it's got the polyphonic expression shit, where it's like touch sensitive. So it's pressure sensitive, touch sensitive. It makes different sounds when you release quickly, when you do a deep press, when you do a hard press. When you move it to the left or to the right, it changes the sound. And for whatever reason, that shit was not happening in Studio One. I even went to the school of YouTube to try and figure out how to make it work. But the only thing that I found close to it was for the Rolly C board. Because basically, according to Studio One at least, it's like the blocks don't even exist. Like, the only way that I could even get it to work in the limited capacity that it was working was to tell Studio One that it was a C board. So that's what forced my hand. Luckily, thankfully, I have Logic, and now I'm being forced to use it. Like, let's see what other programs that I have that I just like thrown by the wayside. Yeah, like I have OBS, but I don't use it. I use Streamlabs. And if I had actually taken the time to figure out OBS instead of Streamlabs, that probably like would have worked out better. But hey, I've already paid them money, so I'm at least gonna rock with Streamlabs for a year because I paid for a year's worth. Let's see. I've been using DaVinci Resolve, so I don't know what the Fairlight Studio is. Okay, so apparently there's just like 4 other programs that came along with DaVinci that I've never used. I've got Blender on here. Haven't used that. I've got Motion. Haven't used that. I've got why do I have Kindle on here? I think I had Kindle on here for school, but then ended up not having to use it. Should probably delete that. I've never used iMovie. Like, I've only occasionally messed with GarageBand. Either way, Logic Pro. That's why it's called Pro for a reason. It's better than GarageBand, so they say. I don't fucking know. I'll probably have to. That's probably gonna have to be part of my YouTube education. GarageBand versus Logic Pro. That's all you have to type. It's gonna be thousands of videos. Thousands of videos. Everybody wants their bite at the GarageBand versus Logic Pro apple. They want to bite at that shit. Everybody wants their piece of the pie. I want my piece of the pie too, baby. I want my piece of the streaming stroke podcast, stroke getting high, stroke music market, and all that, and the games. Don't forget the games. Oh yeah. That is something that I said and then trailed off because I'm high. I started playing games again. I just haven't been streaming it. And the game that I've been playing, Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch. So, you know, the graphics aren't that great. Hey, but I haven't played Mortal Kombat in years. Like, I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game in forever. Forever? Yeah, forever. And that shit was so surprisingly fun. Like, I ended up like 2 hours deep into the story mode because I was, 1, interested in the story, and 2, the fights were fun. Like, I was having fun fighting the computer. I could only imagine the fun I would have playing, not like people online, like never, ever. I already know I'd get destroyed. But like playing with my friends, that would be fun. I could see it. I could see the fun that could be had just off the fun that I was having by playing AIs. And it's been a while since I had that. So that's what I've been playing recently. Like, I've played it over the last 2 days. I don't know if that'd be the game that I stream, but I'm going to be doing a little bit more game streams. I'd say, you know what I mean? Maybe like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that way there's like a stream every day, but there's balance. I like the sound of that. Maybe I'll implement that. We'll see. We'll see. I'll let that ruminate. Because I also gotta work in. I'm probably gonna do that after the stream, honestly. First video will probably be a GarageBand versus Logic Pro. And then just get into some Logic Pro. Or, depending on how that versus video goes for me, maybe some GarageBand tutorials. Who knows? Either way, some tutorials. It's gonna be a tutorial party for sure. Tutorial party. What else we got dab wise? Yeah, I'm gonna get on the yeah, white runts. It's white runts time. Oh yeah. Party time.
Chakra open, honey.
You always have to be conscious of your breath, be in the moment. Like, I was letting my mind wander while I was walking Greta, and I was trying my best to just like stay in the moment. Like, look at the street lamps shine off the wet road, the sound of the leash against her collar. Like, I was just trying to like stay present, even on something as simple as a quick walk around the neighborhood with the Grets.
Chakra open, honey.
Oh, oh. Oh, God. Also, there's been a whole bunch of stuff that I've been putting off just because I've been in the, the get ready for the show mode. But now that the show is over and the album is released and everything, there's things that I've been putting off that I can finally start looking at, in addition to this new thing, which is, the Eastward music. I can now, honestly, just work, just editing work, because I'm pretty sure that Alex Jones interview that they did on Flagrant 2 got taken down off the internet. So what I'm going to try and do is, because I have my entire reaction. I just watched the entire thing front to back and reacted to the entire thing. I'm gonna try and chop that up and cut that into parts. I think that could go all the way to part 20, and then that would be maybe if I can put it into short enough snippets, it won't be scrubbed from the internet. But there's that, and then there's also the audio visual experience that was released, in its entirety on YouTube. I still need to take that and then chop that into each individual track and then release it on its own. Just stuff that's not hard, but it just takes time. Just time and care. It takes time and care. And either I didn't have the care, or I didn't have the time, or both. Either way, there would, like, I could have done it, but I already know that it wouldn't have been my best work. That's basically what it is. Another thing, fucking concerts. It really felt like it had been over a year since I performed. Like like, I'm amazed I got through the entire thing, but there was times where I was like, am I gonna make it? Because I had forgotten what it's like to just perform when you're not really big. I forgot there's no in-ear monitors. The monitors that you do have, you can't really hear shit out of. Like, it is an experience. Like, basically the only way that I could judge how I was sounding, or if I was loud enough, was the speakers that were pointed out to the crowds. So at times it was hard to gauge how much I needed to give. But after getting off of stage and then listening to the other acts, because I went on pretty early. I only sold 5 tickets, so I had to go on pretty early. Either way, once I heard the other acts and saw the actual, like, engineer, I saw that he was, like, adjusting people's shit on the fly. So in all actuality, I could have given way less and it would have come across just as good. So if there's another show there, now I know that, but that's not something that I can carry to the next show, because you're not always going to have a fucking good engineer. You're not always going to have a good guy running front of house, you know what I mean? So that was, an experience. Oh, and I'm not even gonna go into it. It's just gonna make me angry. But it's been pretty good day. Sunday fun day. Hope everybody enjoyed their Sunday. I'm smoking on that petrol for show. Like, you saw me do it. I just did it. I did it. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a game stream. Probably not, because in all actuality, I want to set up the whole shit, and then I'll have to log into fucking Windows to do it, and then once I log into Windows, I lose my entertainment portal. Unless I'm, like, ready to sit down and actually, like, handle it, which would be probably leaving the desk, like, actually taking advantage of the fact that it's a laptop, disconnecting it from everything that's here, go into my bed, put, like, King of the Hill on my fucking Switch, and then just sit down and bang it out. That's probably what's gonna have to happen before a game stream happens. So when will I do that? Maybe my first game stream will be Thursday, and then I'll take that first Tuesday to actually, like, get that all taken care of. Because I would, of course, you already know me, I would want this motherfucking ticker. Oh yeah, gotta have it. I got to have it. And I would have to get this, what do they call this? Scene, like a scene theme? Maybe, is that what it's called? I would have to get the same scene theme. What's this shit called? It's called Melting by White Visuals. If you like my theme Like if you like the way my transitions go and shit like that, if you like that, if you're feeling that, I think it even comes with these boxes too, like the header and the frame for the webcam. So if you like
Chakra open, honey.
if you like those, you can get those from White Visuals. They're not custom. They're just something I saw and I liked it. And I'm gonna stick with it. Like I'm pretty sad. I have no urge to go out and find anything else other than this. This is good for me. I'm good with this. I'm good with the starting screen. I'm good with the ending screen. I'm good with the transitions, and I'm good with the borders. I'm good with all of it. I think the other one, I think like the glitch was the other one that I had. It just had a lot going on. It was very matrixy, and I don't know. It was hard to keep it consistent across Windows and Mac. Like I think on the Windows side, like I had different sizes for the font and shit didn't quite line up the way that it did on the other side. I think this one will be easier to duplicate because it's simply one header and one ticker now. Oh, and then on the other, on the things, it'll be a webcam border as well, because gaming, I'm not gonna be like this in gaming. That won't work. Or could it? I could just like put the game in that corner. That would be a different way to go. I don't think many people do that. I'll think about that. Like if, even if it's not like the main thing, at least like make that like one of the screens. That'd be pretty cool. Like almost like I'm a fucking broadcaster and like, let's bring it up on screen. And then I look over at myself playing the game. I like it. I don't know if I'll continue to like it, but I like it right now. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Oh. Yeah. What was I doing before this? Before I decided to stream? I was watching Flagrant 2. No, that's a lie. I was watching Brilliant Indians. Either way, I was watching a podcast that has multiple people and not a podcast that has one person. I'm sorry that I have only myself to offer you, but I give it willingly. I'm gonna put the cap on this jar of dusty weed, even though it smells really nice, because I already rolled that blunt and I put it out when it was this fucking big, because I was high as shit and my room was very smoky, and I can't have that again. I had to clear it out as soon as possible. It's very clean in here now. The door's been open for a while. All the smoke has dissipated. I'm hoping that it happened quickly. Shout out to the viewers that are in the building. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's popping in, taking a look around, seeing what's going on. It's just your boy Stoned Chakra on the late night Getting High with Stoned Chakra live tip. And I think this might be a mainstay now, because before I was having, I might bring that back as well, because I was having Star Wars Sundays for the longest, where I would play Star Wars games on Sunday. But I'm really enjoying the late night, you know what I mean? The late night Getting High with Stoned Chakra live. Now keep in mind, it's not going to be late everywhere. I'm just talking about late Eastern time zone, guys. Eastern time zone. 10 o'clock, you know what I mean? I don't think that's a bad starting time. 9 might be better. But, who knows? I think like actual like television, if people still watch that, is like on then. Like if there's shows that air, they're usually airing between 7 to 10. I think 10 is usually when the news or whatever kicks in on regular TV channels. Yeah, I'll treat it like a late show, except actually fucking funny. You know what I mean? Not that douchebag. What's that fucking douchebag's name? Can't even remember his name because I don't care about him that much. Oh man, what is it? I want to say Carson Daly, but I know that's not right. Jimmy Fallon. That fuck. Ugh. Oh man, I really dislike all those late night TV show hosts. Like, they're seriously not funny. Like, watching them is excruciating. Watching their interactions with people that are on their show is excruciating. I just can't do it. And I've tried, like, especially when there's people that are on there that I actually like, I'll try to watch the interview or whatever, and it's just like, ugh, it's fucking gross. And the worst part is, like, some of them are funny in completely other mediums. Like Conan O'Brien, like, as a comedic writer, is hilarious. And when he does like voiceover work, that shit's hilarious. But him on his show, I can't fucking stand it. I don't know what it is. Like, I think it's literally something just about those shows where they have to be that way, I guess. And it's if it's this demoralizing to watch it, I can only imagine how demoralizing it is to actually do it. But then I'm sure like that feeling fades away fast when they count all their millions of dollars. You know what I mean? But it's like, at what point do you like I understand that you sign like probably a decent length contract, but some of them have been doing it for a while. At what point do you need to just keep doing this? Like, you obviously have many other streams of revenue. You, in all actuality, you don't have to do this. You're rich. Like, you're not Rockefeller rich, but if you play your cards right, you can be, and your family can be well off for a few generations, if not the rest of time. But you continue to basically, I couldn't do it. I could not. I will not. But what I will do is another dab. It's another dab.
Stoned Chakra.
I'm saying it's about to go down. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me see if I can get some more. Oh man, I never put that sound on there. Because I clipped Dale Gribble saying, "You know the price," and I put it on here, so it's in there ready to go, but I never made an actual button for it. All right, let's do some more white runts, everybody. white runts. White runts. Got that white runts. Now let's do a dab. This is going to be the last dab of the live. I'll say that. I'll put that out in the ether. You know what I mean? I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to hold that line. Don't be sad, though. Don't be sad. Because it's not like I'm going to stop dabbing. I'm just going to not dab anymore on camera for tonight. Oh, that was a big one.
Change the name of the game. If you want to stay the same, get the fuck on. Adapt or die, but you can't fly, so you better sing your swan song. You know I got my wings, and I don't get it from Red Bull. I get it from delicious as a millet. I really and I smoke it till I get sick. The mission Stone Chakra in the back. Tactics and passion to be everlasting. And don't say I'm not like that action just because I'm keeping my profile low. Yo, spitting these bars, quarantine clean, funeral fresh with the flow. So.
And I'm gonna have to really hit the ground running tomorrow in the morning. That's gonna be a necessity. I'm gonna have to knock out the morning walk, knock out the DDP yoga session. Just gotta get both of those out of the way. And then gotta get my kombucha. But they're fucking out of stock. God damn it. I'm gonna have to go to the other Kroger. Or I'm gonna have to do that thing, like that rare thing that nobody does, but I occasionally do when I really want something. Like go to the brand's actual website and then go to their store locator and then find who sells it. Possibly see if I can find a bulk deal online. All those things. We'll see though. We'll see. Well, at this point, I'm sufficiently stoned. I hope everybody that stopped in, even if you didn't stay for a long time, hope everybody that stopped in got sufficiently high so that, you know, we were all getting high together. I know JP didn't, but everybody else. I hope you guys was getting high with Stoned Chakra live, because I was getting pretty high myself. And I don't want to feel like a weirdo. Anyways, getting high with Stoned Chakra live is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then also a late night show Sundays at 10 p.m. I won't do any game announcements yet because I need to nail down those scenes and stuff on the Windows side. But yeah, that's going to be the new schedule, guys. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sundays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys rock with it, because I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be a nice little schedule. My whole schedule. Hope you got high. Hope you got by. Hope you stay fly. I'm going to be out here, guys. Peace, peace.